Hello everybody, welcome to another True Review. Today I'm bringing you Letter Quest Remastered Grimm's Journey on the Xbox One. Comes out on Friday, so it should be out at the time this review goes live. And what we have is a very nicely done side-scrolling kind of RPG combat game. You play as one of the two Grim Reapers. You play as initially as Grimm, and then you can unlock a female variant of the Grim Reaper called Rose. They do have slightly different stats, but there's nothing earth-shatteringly different about them other than the cosmetic look, and a few of them may have a bit better dodge rates or a higher critical chance rate. Now, how the game progresses, you have a map which you progress through. There's 40 levels in total from what I can tell, because I've not actually reached the end of them as of yet. On each level you can obtain 4 stars. 3 of them are regular gold stars, and the 4th one is a crystal star, which is a harder challenge. Now, this is obviously a part of a mobile game, but it transitions well because it doesn't rely on the touchscreen controls, because it is simply a word puzzle game, and a very educational one at that as well. So how the game progresses is you choose one of the levels and you choose one of the stars you go for. You don't go for all the stars at once. Now, the first star is always the basic, just beat the level. The second star is always a time attack, where you have to beat a level in a certain amount of time. The third one is a bit of a wild card. It can be, the enemies tend to have a modifier, like they may do 1.5 times damage or something, or they may have more health, or you may be impeded in some way. It kind of has a buff or a debuff one way or another. And the 4th star, which is a crystal star, usually has a special condition star, where the enemies do have significantly more health because they are elite enemies, and also there's a special condition, like the enemy may only take damage by creating 4-letter words. Now, the way the game progresses, you have a tile tray of 15 letters at all times, and you simply just have to make words out of those 15 tiles that it gives you, and that's your turn carried out. As like Scrabble, certain letters are worth more points, and in this game, more damage. So like the common letters, like your O's, will be worth 1 is worth of a bronze pip on the tile. A letter like M is 2 silver pips, which is like the medium damage. And then for the more obscure letters like Z or X, Q for example, they are 3 gold pips on the tiles, and they will do more damage because you're using them in more obscure, difficult to spell words. Obviously, the longer the word is, the more damage you're going to carry out as well. And that's how the game progresses, really. You spell a word out and then the enemy just attacks you. The enemy doesn't have a tile tray or anything, and the game progresses through that. You beat the enemies, you smash a gem pile at the end, and you move on to the next level, or go on to the next star of the level. And it's quite an entertaining prospect because it gets complicated really quick, because there's special tiles that get introduced. There's poison tiles, which if you use them in a word you will get poisoned and take damage. There's plague tiles, which don't do any damage at all when you use the letters, but they multiply. If you don't get rid of them from your tile tray, they will spread to adjacent squares like a disease. There's also spike tiles, which hurt you. There's gem tiles, which give you modifiers for your next few attacks, ones that will maybe heal you during your next few attacks, or give you a critical damage boost or an attack strength boost. There's whirlwind tiles, which change the letter every time that you don't use a tile. It will whirlwind and change into a different letter. And the game progresses like this, just introducing tougher enemies, more special conditions for getting the higher tier stars, and introducing more and more tiles. Now, I'm about 20-25 levels into it, and it's still introducing new tile types. So I think the last tile type got introduced about 4 or 5 levels ago. So it just keep it fresh, and it is very challenging as well, especially when you get to some of the higher tiered stars, such as an enemy will only take damage by using a word that starts with a vowel, or will only take damage from words that have a double letter in, such as like room, so it has double O consecutively, if you get what I mean. So it's very clever in that regards, and it is quite a challenge. And this is all wrapped up in a really nice cel shaded drawn kind of graphical style, which does work really well with the game. The game's awfully upgradeable as well. You do earn gems which you spend in shops, which gradually unlock as you progress through the levels. Here you can upgrade your weapons, your health, your defense, your dodge skills, your critical chance. You can buy spell books which give you extra benefit effects, and you can buy a few cosmetic things as well, which kind of give you more information about the enemies. There's quite an awful lot to unlock. Coupled with that, you do have 2 difficulty levels. You have normal and expert modes. I've not had a go of expert mode yet, but I imagine it will just pile on more health and more modifiers to the enemies and make it considerably harder. There is also an endless mode as well, which does exactly what it says on the tin. Achievement wise, I've been unlocking achievements all the way through. The achievement list isn't actually published yet, so I can't actually view the full list, but the majority of them are just for creating words and just obtained naturally from what it can look like. I imagine there is going to be ones for beating the game, and I'd expect there's going to be one for beating it on expert or get all the stars or something like that effect, but as the list isn't officially published yet and I can't view it from the Xbox itself, it's a bit hard for me to say the difficulty level, but I've unlocked a good portion of gamer score just by naturally playing through the game without doing anything out of the ordinary. But it's a really fun title. I was playing it the other day and I lost track of time. I was playing it for about, I meant to have like an hour session on it, and 3 hours passed by. It was very entertaining, and if you've got little ones as well, it's an educational title, because when you spell a word out, it actually gives a dictionary definition of it as well. So it does encourage education, and it does encourage you to obviously learn new words as well and learn the meaning of words, so it is good in that respect. So I really enjoyed this game, and I think it's really reasonably priced. I think it's going to be $7.99 in the UK marketplace, and that's just the right price point for this kind of title. It's just got enough to it to keep you playing it, keep you wanting to play more, and it's entertaining and very challenging. So I'm about halfway through the levels now as we speak, and it's already becoming very difficult, where I have to make at least 5-6 letter words to make a dent in the enemy's health before they quickly take me out. So it is a very clever title, very unique title, and something different, something the Xbox hasn't got, and I think a worthy addition to its library. So I'm going to give LetterQuest Remastered Grimm's Journey a fantastic 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. I think it's priced really well. It looks good. It's educational, and it's just a fun little title to pick up and play from time to time. A really good addition to the Xbox library, as I said. So I hope you enjoyed that review. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and do follow me on my various social media pages. It does help me build the channel, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.